Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is LB the Realist, and this is Realistic Studios, where the realists are real. Thank you for joining me on this video. So, I wanted to do a video on the Sundance Film Festival documentary called Leaving Neverland, about Michael Jackson and his alleged sexual misconduct with underage boys. So, if you guys watch me, you already know how I feel about this. I haven't made many videos or any videos at all about Michael Jackson. I don't think I've made any videos about Michael Jackson since I've been making these videos online like this. But I've briefly spoke on him in regards to what I believe, and many others, what we believe is happening in the media with black men and public lynchings. Now, the family of Michael Jackson, the Jackson family, have come out and said that this was a public lynching because of this documentary that just aired on Friday at the Sundance Film Festival called Leaving Neverland, in which these accusers, the boys of the cases, the boys that he was supposedly molesting, they are retelling their stories. And these people admitted to lying before, and now they're saying they want to tell the truth. One person said in an article, he wanted to say the truth as loud as he told the lie. Really? So, again, Michael Jackson was acquitted of, I believe, 14 counts of child sex acts or child molestation. He was acquitted. The people that said he did it came out and said he didn't do it. Now some of them are saying that he did it because of this whole Me Too thing, this whole movement. So now we're throwing dirt on a dead man's name, even though he was acquitted. Even though these people came out and said they lied, even though he paid money out of court to settle this bullshit, so he didn't have to deal with it anymore. Even though the man is dead and his family is still here watching this shit. Watching everybody publicly lynch their loved one, their family member. But nobody seems to care about the family that's still here. Nobody seems to care about Michael Jackson's kids that are still here. Nobody seems to care about their mental health, their mental stability, how they feel about this. But no, you're using Michael Jackson's name and you're using the Me Too movement to try to continue your war on Black America, because honestly, family, can we just be realists for a moment? Can we just keep it 100% realist right now? How many times are we going to have to go through this? How many times are we going to have to see another black face as the face of sexual depravity here in America? In a country that wasn't even found, a country that had occupants here already when Christopher Columbus and those fucking murderers came. But you want to make Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Chris Brown, Morgan Freeman, Anthony, I forget his name. The actor, not Anthony Anderson. I believe it is Anthony. Anthony Anderson? Somebody tell me in the comment section. All of these black faces, all of these black men in the news, from either drugging women to saying they look beautiful and everything in between, molesting little boys, sex slaves, sex trafficking. Now they opened up a new investigation. I'm doing another video on this probably. They opened up a new investigation on R. Kelly, because they already had two other investigations calling for possible witnesses and possible victims to come forward and tell your stories about R. Kelly. So you're opening the door for all of these actors and actresses to come out the woodworks and be like, yeah, R. Kelly did this. Well, do you have any evidence? No, but he did it. Okay. Because that's the climate that we're living in now. So family, I know some of you probably think that I'm over exaggerating. You think that I'm hyping over race too much. You think that, these people are guilty. We all know he's guilty, and that I'm just being in denial, or I'm just being confrontational or combative about it. That's not what it is. When you see a pattern over and over and over again, you see it repeating over and over and over again, you have to start putting two to two together. I'm no math surgeon, like Jimmy Dore says, but I know 2 + 2 = 4. And when I see case after case after case after black man after black man after black man in the news, but they don't have the same level of energy for the white celebrities, for the white people that committed even worse atrocities, there's something wrong here, people. There's something wrong here. And as a person of truth and equality, justice and love, I can't come out here and condemn Michael Jackson just because the crowd is condemning him. I can't come out here and condemn R. Kelly because the crowd is condemning him. I mean, of course I condemn R. Kelly for being with Aaliyah when she was 14, 15 years old. I mean, yeah. But I'm not going to come out here and jump on the hate R. Kelly bandwagon. I'm certainly not going to do it for Michael Jackson. And I'm most certainly not going to mute Michael Jackson. So they got this guy named Kyle Smith, wrote an article for the National Review. And this isn't the only depraved, disgusting, ridiculous article that's been written about Michael Jackson. But this is the one that I'm focusing on. And I'm not even going to bring up the article because it's disgusting. It's inflammatory and it's divisive. But I just bring up his name to point out the fact that these people like Kyle Smith of the National Review, calls himself a critic. These people get off on causing mischief within the community. They get off on causing us to question, doubt, and fight amongst ourselves. And I'm talking about black people. I'm talking about African Americans. I'm talking about anybody who believes in truth, justice, and equality. They want us divided, because if we're divided, then we're confused. If we're confused, we can't organize. Because if we're organized, we're a fucking threat. So they do shit like this all the time. They're using Michael Jackson's name. They're using Me Too to stir up shit. And I see it happening before my eyes. When you go after people like Morgan Freeman and Neil deGrasse Tyson for complimenting a woman and saying that she looks good and looking at her? When did looking at a woman become sexual assault? I'm jumping off the subject a little bit, but this all ties in together. It's all connected. You think I need to do another video on Chris Brown. They tried to get him on rape charges in Paris. They tried to say that he raped a woman in Paris, and then it came out that there was no evidence of anything like that happening. They just wanted to throw the story out there so you had it in your mind, Chris Brown and rape. Think, people. I know a lot of my audience, you guys are the same people that believe in justice for Julian Assange. You're the same people that believe, and doing your due diligence and your research. So do your due diligence and your research, and you will understand that this is all bullshit. And you don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to see it. What is the point of bringing up Michael Jackson? He was acquitted on all 14 counts. One of the kid's parents actually killed himself because of stress after Michael Jackson was murdered or died suspiciously. We don't know. He killed himself. Kids came out, said they lied. Now they're coming out again and saying that they lied about lying before. It's ridiculous, people. I will never mute Michael Jackson. I will never mute Michael Jackson. I will motherfucking never mute Michael Jackson. Now, the only way I mute Michael Jackson is if it actually did come out that he was raping little boys. But we have not seen any evidence of such. Have you? Have any of you seen any evidence that Michael Jackson was touching, raping little boys? No. We have evidence that Michael Jackson was a little crazy. Yeah. I'm hella pissed that Michael Jackson did everything that he did with the plastic surgery and the vitiligo, bleaching of the skin, whatever it was. It broke my heart. It still breaks my heart. It still breaks my heart. But that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about Michael Jackson and his plastic surgery or how he looked or anything like that. We're talking about whether or not he touched little boys or had sex with little boys. In this article that Mr. Kyle Smith from the National Review wrote, this disgusting, depraved individual Kyle Smith of the National Review, this POS, wrote that even though he hasn't seen the documentary, people that seen it told him that it was just horrible, the things that he did and to these kids. Said that after the first encounter with one little boy, he told the little boy to throw his underwear away. Said that you can't tell anybody of our sexual acts because we'll both go to jail. Saying shit like, just all kind of bullshit. I'm not even going to attach the article to this video. I'm not going to give it that kind of time of day. I'm just bringing it up to highlight how disgusting these lies and how unbelievable this propaganda is getting. Like the Jackson family said, this is a public lynching, just like they did to Bill Cosby. They're doing the exact same thing, but instead of sending Michael Jackson to jail or prison, they just want to mute him. They want to erase his legacy. Because that's all they could do now. Is erase his legacy. Michael Jackson was by far the greatest artist of all time. A lot of people argue that's Elvis. But check this out. Did you know that Elvis also had an issue with liking 14, 15-year-old girls? Did y'all know that? Are we going to mute Elvis? Hashtag first them. Shout out Nicole's View. Are we gonna go after Elvis? Are we gonna mute Elvis? I bet you that won't come into conversation. And if it does, hey, let's talk about it. This is ridiculous, man. And I'm pissed off because I see it happening, and I don't see enough people that also see it. It's amazing to me. It's Jesse Lee Peterson. Amazing. It's amazing. Oh my God. So, fuck you, Kyle Smith of the National Review, first and foremost. I'm going to put your name in the title too. Just I hope you see this video. I want you to know from me to you personally, fuck you. And fuck everybody like you. Because what you're doing is disgusting. It's depraved. You are a sick individual. And I know you probably think that about Michael Jackson. No, you're a sick individual because instead of doing your own homework, your own due diligence, you rather throw dirt on a man's name for allegations that are most likely made up. And I only say most likely because, I don't really believe in absolutes. I could be totally wrong. I admit that. I could be totally fucking wrong. But given the evidence that we have, there was no wrongdoing. He was acquitted. These people came out and said they lied. A lot of them were paid off because he didn't want to go through the bullshit anymore. But you feel it necessary to write an article and to keep Michael Jackson's name in media, to keep his name alive in the Me Too. So you want to put him right next to Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Chris Brown. You notice all these black men lined up? You guys don't notice? I mean, I know some of you do. But do the rest of you notice this? Do you really understand what I'm saying? Look at all the names that they're choosing to put in the limelight. Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, all totally famous and extremely successful black men. Again, I'm not defending R. Kelly and the Aaliyah thing and being with, underage girls. I'm not defending that. What I'm talking about is how they're using him to further their white supremacist agenda. Because we don't see the same level of energy for people like Harvey Weinstein or Kevin Spacey. And a lot of these people's charges are getting thrown out. These cases are getting thrown out, and they're not telling you this while they highlight black men all day in the fucking media. So yes, I'm pissed. Yes, I'm royally pissed. Because I gotta wake up and see this shit. Every day it's an attack on a black man, you know what I'm saying? But then they want to push shit like, oh yeah, but isn't it great that we got Kamala Harris running for president and she's black? Isn't that great? She's a woman and she's black and we're going to change society? No, it's not fucking great. Because Kamala is not Kamala. And Kamala doesn't represent me. You know who represents me more than Kamala? Bernie Sanders, an old white man. But I digress. Another subject for another video. I'm pretty much done with this one. I just wanted to let you guys know my feelings on this. And if those of you... Oh, my camera's messing up. Damn, I hate it when it does that shit. I'm getting too amped. So, I just wanted to make this video and show my solidarity for the, for the Michael Jackson movement, because I'm not with this whole Me Too, pin up and lynch every black man, a successful black man that looked at a woman. I'm not with that shit. And a lot of people are with me. Like, a lot of women that I've talked to are not with this Me Too shit either. Now, like Dr. Boyce Watkins said, shout out to Dr. Boyce Watkins, the original purpose of the Me Too movement was to protect and to raise awareness of black girls being molested and sexually assaulted. And I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with the notion of getting justice for all women, whether black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, whatever, Asian, whatever. All women who are sexually assaulted, molested, raped, or whatever. But I knew something was wrong with the Me Too movement when men started to come out and say, hey, Me Too, and they got shut down. That's how I know you're full of shit. Because you don't really care about boys and girls being raped and sexually assaulted. You don't give a shit about that. You're just acting like you do to further your own white supremacist agenda. The Me Too movement, I believe, has been hijacked. And a lot of other people believe that too. It just... Put two and two together, people. Put two and two together. I'm not going to make this one super long because it's just going to be me rambling and ranting and going off. But I'm good today. I'm hoping you guys are doing well. I mean, this Michael Jackson and the other news got me a little, irritated. But for the most part, I'm doing well. I'm hoping you guys are doing even better. Like this video if you like. Share it. Subscribe, share. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys have to say about this whole Michael Jackson Sundance Film Festival documentary bullshit. This is nonsense. I'm out of here. Love, light, and peace, people. I'll see you guys on the next one.